There was a short period in my 20s where ideas were flowing so naturally. I was just like coming up with more and more drawing ideas. I felt like I was coming up with 1,000 times more ideas than I could actually execute on. And it would just keep going. For a couple of weeks, it would just like tons and tons of sketches, tons of ideation. And then suddenly it all stopped. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what was happening. For months, I was like, why aren't ideas flowing naturally? Did I lose it? Am I suddenly not as creative anymore? And what I realized eventually was that during that period of time where I was super creative was also the period of time where I was spending the most amount of time in silence. I was going for walks in silence. I was spending tons of time just not listening to anything, not consuming any content. And that left a lot of room for me to just like hear those creative voices and actually come up with ideas, letting my subconscious actually have room to like process all of the thoughts that I had, gave it more room to be creative. So that is lesson number 6. Spend more time in silence if you want to be more creative. You will be surprised by how many ideas you might come up with if you just leave room for boredom and silence. Just go for a long walk and see how many ideas will just flow to you. And if you haven't done this in a long time, there might be a lot of processing that your brain has to do before those creative ideas come up into your mind. But if you do it long enough, your boredom will plant the seeds of creativity and eventually they'll sprout. So give yourself that room because you will be more creative if you spend more time in silence.